to you, and we'll get going on those questions.
JaCorey, just what's the competition been like at safety? It seems like there's so many different guys that can be in the mix. What's it been like to this point in spring?
Well, as you know from past experiences, I've been here for 3 years, so there's always very high competition at the safety level, from Chris Smith to Javon Bullard and stuff like that. So it's always going to be competitive. We like to compete here at Georgia.
Hey, I'm just wondering. Obviously it's your first time in here, so that's part of the leadership committee, I think, and everything to be a team spokesman. You and Julio, did you flip coins about it? And is it something you've been aspiring to get in this position to where you're not only playing but you're a leader on the team?
Well, how I would say it is, Julio, I mean, he's nervous right now, so I decided to go first. But getting this position right now, my mom really been media training me since I was little. So as I've been growing up, she's been asking me questions because she's like, "You're not going to go on TV and embarrass me." So that was one of her main things.
Thank you.
Hey, JaCorey, you talked a little bit about the safety rotation and battle, but I believe your cross-training has started this spring as well. Talk us a little bit about that transition, and the learning curve at that position has to be pretty daunting.
Well, I kind of started in high school, so I know it's not the exact same as Georgia, but it's here and there the similar. So as I've been cross-training, I've learned that learning safety helped me learn start better and start faster. As I'm continuing learning, I still mess up, everybody makes mistakes, but we're I don't know, it's good to be cross-training and stuff, learning multiple positions and doing the best I can at every position.
Yeah, JaCorey, what you just said about your mom, it seems like she has always had confidence in you, high hopes for you. Just how has she and the rest of your family kind of supported you through these first couple of years at Georgia, where maybe it's been difficult sometimes not seeing the field as much as you would have liked?
So my mom comes here at every game, and I would say my family is a pretty athletic family. I came from an athletic family, so everybody holds high expectations for me as I've come to this level. And I would say she's my greatest support role. She comes to every game. She comes to every spring game since I've been here. So I love my mom. I hold everything dear to her.
Yeah. New position coach in Ellis Robinson. What has he brought to sort of that safety star room, and what have been your early impressions of him?
I've known Coach T-Rod for quite a little minute now. Since I was a Florida kid, and he was at Miami. So he recruited at Miami, then he's here at Georgia now. So I would say I've known him for a little bit. He's a cool coach. Him and Coach Muschamp has been coaching together for at least, they said 15 years. So they're pretty much the same person.
Kirby last week said that Jerry Wilson runs faster than some DBs, some tight ends. How many DBs do you think he might be faster than?
None of us. Well, he is fast. He is fast for O-lineman, but I don't think he's outrunning any of us DBs.
You talked about Julio a little bit. Obviously, you came in here with him and Dalen and all of you kind of part of the same secondary class. Talk about your relationship with them a little bit and how good it's been to be able to be out there on the field with those guys and the way you've seen all of you develop kind of together.
Yeah, so Dalen Everett is my roommate. So we've been roommates for the last 3 years. And my mom calls him her nephew. So we have built a really good relationship over these past 3 years. He was an IMG kid from Florida. But as we came to know each other, we got to get to understand each other better and stuff.
Real quick, everyone talks about Javon Bullard going up to the NFL, but he's got a heavy hitter. He had the big hit in the Peach Bowl. Everyone remembers that. Who's the biggest hitter or hardest hitter now in the secondary?
Hardest hitter in the secondary? I would like to say everybody hits hard in our secondary. Georgia, you come to hit, you come to tackle, you come to be physical. So I would say everybody's a hard hitter in our secondary.
One guy.
I can't. I don't have I don't have a clear answer for that.
JaCorey, you're in a heated battle for a starting job, for a chance to play at safety. What's it going to take for you to win that job, to become to earn a big role in this defense?
My motto is to keep competing, to keep growing every day. So I take it day by day, and see how everything ends up.
Yeah, JaCorey, if I remember correctly, you came up here mid-June in your high school season, and you earned an offer after a visit. Within 3 weeks, you committed to the University of Georgia. So, A, what did you do here to walk away with an offer when you were camping? And B, why was it such a quick turnaround, like, I want to be a Georgia Bulldog?
Okay, so, you know, my high school career is very, like, I didn't really start getting big offers to the end of my career. So I really, like, was weighing my other options. I know I had a few visits in line. Then I got offered from Georgia, Florida, and different other big schools. And then I was like, scratch that. I'm going to take a visit to these schools. And they want to do an in-person workout. And I remember at the time it was Coach Muschamp and Coach Adai. And we had went in the indoor, did a little one-on-one workout. I just remember after my workout, all the coaches came down and started agreeing, like trying to meet me and stuff. Then after that, we went up there with Coach Smart, and I got to know Coach Smart a little bit more. And I was like, he's a very genuine person. Like, I feel like I can be here. Like, this is home. Like, he made me feel like Georgia's my home. So from that point on, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be a Bulldog.
Hey, JaCorey, over here. What's been KJ Bowden's learning curve so far? What's been your impressions of him thus far?
You know, KJ is a very good athlete. He's very, very fast, very athletic. So I know coming up in this program, like, he's going to be a very good player.
I wonder what your impressions after a couple of weeks of practice have been of Colby Young, who's come in from Miami's experience, obviously has size. You know, what's it like going on against him in practice?
You know, it's Georgia. We always have some big. It's very competitive here. You don't understand. Like, we're competing every day. Everybody's trying to get the very best. So competing with Colby is, is another addition to, like, be better in the season. So we go against him every day. So I don't think the season will be much easier.
Obviously, a guy you're partially competing with a little bit, but Janelle Gu, obviously a guy you're also working with at Star. You know, what can you say about his athleticism and his ability, especially in that Star role?
Oh, Janelle is very fast. He's very quick too, and he is, like I said, Georgia has a bunch of heavy hitters, and he's one of them. He's definitely one of them. And I wish the best for Janelle. I know everything's going to be great when he comes in and play.
JaCorey, what was it like learning how to play safety here at Georgia? And at what point did you finally feel like, okay, this is starting to work, I'm starting to pick up what is expected of that position? So
in high school, I didn't really play safety. I played like more of the offensive side of the ball. Then I was like, I'd rather hit big people than get hit by big people. So I came to the conclusion I wanted to play safety. But learning safety here is very difficult. There's a bunch of ins and outs of our defense that are quite difficult for me to understand, so I didn't play the position at the time. But things started clicking around like last year. It started to get in like a groove to see how I was going with it. From that point on, I've been growing and growing and growing and see how everything's been changing for me.
Yeah, Coach Smart always talks about like developing on special teams. You just got done talking about developing on special teams. Is that something you did at all in high school, and then you come here and like special teams is a massive thing? So is there a learning curve on even how to play special teams?
Yes, really, yes. Here, in high school I didn't do kickoff, but I did do kick return. But I was a returner, so it was different from getting the ball than blocking. But as I got here, you have to learn to like address blocks and shed blocks, especially when people are bigger than you and coming to the SEC. So yeah, I would say like it is a bit of a learning curve learning special teams here.
To ask you about another IMG corner, obviously Ellis Robinson. From what you've been able to see of him and during practice and stuff, what can you say to his abilities as a corner, and how have you seen him practice and develop so far through spring?
Ellis is very long and fast. He's a very lanky corner, so I would think like coming up through this program is going to be the best for him.
Any more questions?
Tell your mom you did good.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, JaCorey.
Thanks.